Welcome back, guys, to the Orlando Huskies franchise. It is week 8 of season 5. The 5-2 Huskies taking on the 2-5 Buffalo Bills. And it's a battle between the top-rated passing offense and a top-rated rushing offense. As you see, the wind playing a big factor so far. That kick sailed to the right. You see the Bills quarterback coming out, taking the field here. Cole Ulbrich, 1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Cole having a solid season for the Bills. Don't know how they're really 2-5 with Cole playing well, and then you also have a top-rated rushing offense. As Shane nearly picked him off there on the first play of the game. Shane and Gage. Well, that might have been Dylan, but Shane and the DB both had a really good coverage there on the first down play. Now a 2nd and 10, and the Bills are coming out passing this game as he goes across the middle of the field to his receiver, and that one was a laser to Vickers. Now it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 48, a bunch to the right for Ulbrich. The Huskies send the blitz here, and Gage is coming in, and Gage misses a sack. And then Ulbrich rolls out, finds his man downfield, and finally tackled by CJ and Stanton. And the Bills are coming out firing on all cylinders right now. As it's a 1st and 10 from the 18 now. As the D-line's all messed up. But Caden comes in untouched, and Caden gets the sack. CJ flipped to the other side and allows Caden to come in pretty much untouched. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 20. As the Bills finally run the ball, but they're met at the line of scrimmage. Third and 20 from the 28. See if the Bills can pick this one up here. As Young and Justin Martinez were chasing Ulbrich outside of the pocket, and he just throws it away, and the Huskies defense bent, but they didn't break, forcing a field goal attempt here. And with this wind, it is right down the middle, but gotta be careful of this high wind in Buffalo right now. Now Gage is gonna be back there for this kick return. See if he'll have a chance to return it. He does, around the 1. And Gage is met from behind at the 23-yard line, and here comes Josh and the offense. Josh, 1,900 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season, coming off his worst game of the season last week. And he also is losing his tight end 1 of the season for the next couple of weeks. And now it's a 1st and 10. See Eric Franklin, and you see Drew Stevens running the ball on 1st down for 7 yards. Eric Franklin probably going to pick up more of the receiving type of role from the tight end position, as it's a 2nd and 3 from the 30. Play action pass here on 2nd down, as Josh finds Kylo downfield for a 24-yard pickup, as this Huskies offense already moving downfield. 1st and 10 from the 46 now. Trips to the left for Josh Sutherland in the backfield. As Josh threw a dangerous pass to Jamal on that one. Risky pass from Josh on 1st down, as he had a couple of the checkdowns open. But now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 46. As they try to go to Drew Stevens, who only picks up 2 on that play. It's going to be a 3rd and 8 from the 44 now. 2 tight ends out on the field for the Huskies. Play action pass. As Jamal is left wide open, hangs onto it, trucks through one, still fighting down to the 16-yard line. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 16, bunch to the right for Josh. As Josh rolling out, has Jason Blacklock, fires on the run, touchdown Huskies! And they take a 7-3 lead late in this first quarter. An absolute dime from Josh on the run. As James Aldridge will kick this one deep here. Return it from about the 2. Cunningham can't bring him down and finally brought down at the 27. See if this defense gets slowed down. Obrick and this passing offense, as they didn't expect this. 1st and 10 from the 27. This is what we expected more of, running. And Young just whiffed on the tackle there. Finally brought down by Gage and Shane. Dixon, 2 carries for 22 yards. First and 10. They go right back to Dixon and Shane and Caden there to bring him down. You see Moses Dixon, 22 carries for 106 yards last week. Second and 7 now from the 47. The Bills going back to the air here. Hit the underneath route. And he's making a miss. Down to the 32-yard line. It's Pierce with his 2nd catch of the game. It's the defense kind of doing whatever they want to this, or the offense doing whatever they want to this Huskies defense. And it's happening again and again, week after week. A play action pass here. And McMillan drops a pick. Great coverage by Miles McMillan right there, but drops the pick. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 32. As the Bills are switching up their play. As Gage was in perfect coverage and they're saying it's a fumble, and Gage jumps on top. He might have been down, but I don't know if he even got possession on it. They are going to review it here. Let's see what the call on the field is. They do overturn it, and they say it's a catch still. So it's Bills football after the 4-yard pickup. Gage has to jump them. We've seen that multiple times this game already. An opportunity spoiled due to not jumping a route. As Ulbrich tries to run, but Gage punches his out once again. And Vigil Hatcher jumps on it. Gage was getting that fumble one way or another. And this one finally goes the Huskies' way. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 27. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens. And you see Ford in front of him leading the way. A huge pickup for Drew. Still looking to break a long one this season, but the Huskies up 7-3 here. Now, to begin the second quarter, have the ball at the 39. Sweet in the backfield now, who will be taking over the fullback role until Damien is back. And now Sweet picks up 11 on the carry. 1st and 10 from the 50 now. Josh under center, Sweet in the backfield. It's a play action pass here. It's Jason with a tough catch across the middle. And Jason has finally started to come alive this season with another tough catch there. 1st and 10 from the 29. Josh under center. And Jamal with a tough catch there. And Josh with a great throw out of the sack. And Jamal's able to pick up 9.5 right there. Now it's a 2nd and inches from the 19. Josh just checks it down to Hunter, who breaks the one tackle, and Hunter's off to the races into the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown. What a play by Hunter. Josh just threw a simple check down. Hunter breaks the tackle and makes a little bit of a move and outruns everybody else. And now the Huskies up 14-3. Midway through the second quarter, after being embarrassed last week on primetime, coming out with vengeance. And Cunningham hits the return man hard down at the 23. And Dixon, 549 yards on 131 carries. Surprisingly, no touchdowns. You would think he'd have at least one. But a 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Bills. Going right back to the air, and don't know what happened there. Both of them guarded the same receiver and just left him all alone, and Vickers down to the 41-yard line. A 1st and 10 now from the 41. 3 tight ends out on the field for the Huskies, or for the Bills. Huskies on defense. Caden with a nice tackle after an 8-yard pickup from Dixon. Second and 2 now from the 33. As they go deep downfield, and Javon Young high points the ball in the air and picks it off. Obrig threw it up in double coverage, and Young makes him pay for it with his first career interception. Now it's a handoff to Drew Stevens, who only gets 1 on the carry. 2nd and 9 now at the 1-yard line. 2 tight ends out on the field. It's a stretch to the right. Drew Stevens makes one man miss and then is stripped and fumbles at the 6. And just like that, the Bills are right back in this. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Costly fumble from Drew Stevens. A blitz and an easy score for the Bills. Patrick Vickers wide open on the slant route. And the Bills, just like that, make it a 4-point game. Costly fumble from Drew Stevens, who's already had a pretty mediocre year after coming off of his best season. And I said it when we signed him last year. You aren't supposed to give running backs a second contract. And Drew Stevens might be another example of that. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 25. Stevens still in the backfield. They don't go to him here. They go to Hunter here, but that was a risky pass into double coverage by Josh. Incomplete, luckily for him. As it's a 2nd and 10 from the 25 now. A trap play to Stevens, only picks up 2, and kind of expects Stevens to break a couple more of these tackles, and he's just not doing so. Now it's a 3rd and 8 from the 25. Empty set here for the Huskies. A big 3rd down here. As Josh is sacked on the play. As Broughton beat both Ford and White Decker on that play. And it's going to be a 3 and out for the Huskies after the turnover. And the Bills are going to have a chance to take the lead here. And Kirkpatrick flips him. What a hit by Kirkpatrick. 1st and 10 from the 25 now. Or 28, I should say. Bunch to the right for Obrig. As Vigil Hatcher's coming in, but left wide open across the middle of the field, and Young and Sane make the play on Johnson. Don't know where the middle zone went. Must have followed a player. But brought down at the 42. Obrig switching something at the line, but the 2-minute warning hits. Bills and Huskies in a close one. And Bills threatening to score once again. Bunch to the right for Obrig here. They go with a play action pass here, and they're going back up to Young, and this time Vickers head tops Young. First matchup, Young won. This matchup goes to Vickers. And now he's got his X Factor on that outside. First and 10 from the 16, a minute and 20 and ticking. As they go with a check down to Moses Dixon, who only picks up 4 on that play. Now it's a 2nd and 6 from the 12-yard line. Bunch to the left now. And luckily, Vickers went up and got that because that ball was a overthrow and nearly was picked off. 3rd and 7 now. As Grimes comes in, hits Obrig as he was throwing it, incomplete on the play, and that's going to result in a field goal attempt from the Bills here. And the Bills make it a 1-point game with 30 seconds left before halftime. Gotta wonder what the Huskies are planning to do, if they're just going to run it out or what. Let's kick deep to Gage at the goal line. He will return it. Gage only gets back to the 23. Now 26 seconds left. Maybe a pass or two from the Huskies before they just decide to run it. Bunch to the right for Josh. Bills send the blitz here. Josh hits Jason Blacklock underneath. They will call a timeout after the 4-yard pickup. Now it's a 2nd and 6 from the 28. As Josh throws this one up to Brandon Gibson, unable to bring it down. Josh hit as he was throwing it. Was nearly a good ball, but now it's a 3rd and 6 from the 28. See another offensive lineman out on the field, and probably just going to be a run here as it is. But Drew Stevens has enough room, but can't pick up the first, and the Bills call a timeout with 10 seconds left. Not sure how much they can actually do with 10 seconds, as this one's punted. As he fair catches it at the 16-yard line, probably just going to knee it out. As they do, come out in a QB knee. Bills are playing very well here. Huskies have kind of slowed down, but still have the lead by 1 going into halftime. Halftime adjustments are going to have to come in key as the Huskies want to run this football more. They're going to have to stop the passes across the middle of the field as they've been killing the Huskies. As Gage gets it from about the goal line once again. Gage tried to make a move, but only gets to the 21. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 21. Huskies need to score here. Need to get points coming out of halftime with Jason Blacklock with a good catch. Picks up 8 on 1st down. Now it's a 2nd and 2. Jason Blacklock with 4 catches on the game already. And Drew Stevens takes this carry, breaks one tackle, bounces off of another, and gets down to the 40-yard line. A good run from Drew. Looked like Drew from last season. 1st and 10 now from the 40. Balanced attack from the Huskies so far this game, but a play action pass here on 1st down. Josh is going to hit Jamal on the check down. Has a ton of running room. Jamal down to the 46. Jamal with 3 catches for 52 yards. Having a really solid game, replacing Damien. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 46. Josh gonna throw this one up deep to Kylo. Just a tad bit overthrown as Kylo beats his man, which would have been for a touchdown. Now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 46. They run to Drew Stevens. A good block there from Ford. Stevens picks up 5. Now a 3rd and 5 from the 41. Empty set here from the Huskies. Big 3rd down. The Bills send the blitz, but Hunter picks it up on the drag route. Picks up the 1st down and more. Good catch by Hunter. 2nd of the game. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 31. Teams have been playing Hunter a lot differently since he's been popping off recently. And Kylo with a catch of the curl picks up the 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 19. Stevens in the backfield here. Play action pass. And Josh goes straight to Hunter. Into the end zone. Touchdown Huskies. What a throw by Josh to split the defenders. And they take a 21-13 lead now midway through this 3rd quarter. A great drive coming out of halftime right there. As James Aldridge will kick this one deep. About a yard deep into the end zone. Will be returned. Cunningham can't bring him down. Rosenberg finally does at the 34. Nearly was a kick return. And Moses Dixon, that's somebody we're going to have to try and stop if we want to hold on to this lead here. 1st and 10, Huskies send a blitz. And Javon Young with perfect coverage on the tight end. The blitz nearly got there, but Young was in really good position. Now it's a 2nd and 10 from the 34. Across the middle of the field, wide open. Just got behind Miles McMillan. Johnson with his 2nd catch of the game. 1st and 10 from the 43. And Oberg tried to go over Gage, but wasn't able to. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 43. See if this defense can dial something up, get a turnover, get a stop here. They go with a underneath route, and Justin Martinez and Miles McMillan able to bring him down 3 yards short of the 1st down line. Now a 3rd and 3 from the 35. They go back out with a pass here, but they go to the check down. As Franklin and Gage able to bring down Dixon at the 24-yard line, and another 1st down pickup for this Bills offense here. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 24. Play action pass, and CJ's there for a sack. Great sack from CJ, backing them up even more. Second and 17 now. 2nd and Oberg switched the play, but Vigil Hatcher is coming in. Gage is also there to tackle the big tight end, only after a 5-yard pickup. Now it's going to be a 3rd and long, 3rd and 17, or 3rd and 12. Can the defense get off the field here? As the reroute got open, but he might have stepped out as there's a flag on the play. It is going to be a penalty on the offense, and it's going to be illegal touching. Luckily for the Huskies, they get bailed out with a call there. But the Bills looking to make it a 5-point game. And this one's up, and it's right down the middle. And now, the Huskies with a 5-point lead will get the ball back. Gage gets the ball in the end zone. And Gage has a lot of running room, but bounced into one of his own blockers, which prevented him from going any further. Drew Stevens' last drive looked really well coming out of half, and we like to see more of that here. As it's a 1st and 10 from the 27. It's a handoff to Drew. And Drew fighting for more now. Looking like Drew from last season, and we love to see that. After the fumble, really has played better. 2nd and 4 from the 33 now. As Josh sees nobody open, just gonna slide down for the 1st down. And that's gonna end the 3rd quarter. A tight one here in Buffalo. Huskies only up 21-16, but have ball and are moving down pretty easily. An empty set here to begin the 4th quarter for the Huskies. At the 39-yard line. As Josh goes to David Hayes, who can't hang on to it. He was able to. All he had was one guy in front of him. 2nd and 10 now from the 39. They hand the ball off to Drew Stevens, who fights for more. Only gets 3 on that carry, but defensive, I think he's a lineman for the Bills, is down on the play. Now it's a 3rd and 7 from the 42. Big 3rd down conversion here for the Huskies. As Josh goes across the middle of the field to Jason Blacklock, hangs onto it and gets more down to the 40. That's a big man doing some flips there. 1st and 10 from the 40. As Josh doesn't see no one open, just takes off running. And Josh steps out after picking up 9. 2nd and 1 now from the 31. Sweet in the backfield here. 6 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Bunch to the right. Gonna be a play action pass. Josh goes right across the middle again to Jason Blacklock, and it's been the Jason game all game long. The Bills just haven't had an answer for him. 6 catches for 78 yards. 1st and 10 now in the red zone for the Huskies. As Josh is going to eat a sack on 1st down. Tried to take off running. Randall caught him from behind. 2nd and 12 now from the 21. See what the Huskies call up. And they called for Stevens on a Texas route. Picking up 8 on that play. Was a tight window. Josh fitted in there though. And now it's a 3rd and 4 from the 13. Can the Huskies pick this up? Josh just going to take off. Tried to slide down to the 4. 1st and goal from the 4 now. Can the Huskies get into this end zone? As Josh is stripped, sacked, Deion Burner jumps on it. That could have been ugly. Josh was rolling out the pocket, was going to throw it away. And nearly cost them the game right there. The Bills could have easily drove down the field and scored. Now it's a 2nd and goal from the 19. As no one's open once again, and Josh just has to throw it away as the Bills have tightened up in this red zone. It's going to be a 3rd and goal from the 19 for this Huskies offense. Can they score? As Josh goes to the back of the end zone to David Hayes and overthrew him. A great route from Hayes on the play. Josh just overthrew him a tad bit, but Sammy Leak is coming on the field to make it an 8-point game once again with 3:30 left. Josh with a costly overthrow right there after getting smacked on back-to-back plays. And McCain, Rosenberg, and Franklin able to bring him down at the 22-yard line. And here come Oberg and the Bills. Can't forget about this running attack though. With 3:26 left, they'll still have a lot of time to run the ball. as CJ and some of the others getting involved makes Oberg throw the ball away. Second and 10 now from the 22. As Stanton drops a pick. Dropped what would have been probably the game-winning pick. And Stanton already leads the NFL in picks this season. And that one would have been huge for him. And a great play by Young and Dillon to break that ball up. And now it's a 4th and 10, and they are going to punt with 3 timeouts left. Huskies are just going to need a couple first downs to end this with Connor Kelly back there. Could set him up in good field position. He brings it to the 40-yard line. A solid return. And Josh and the offense looking to just close this game out with only 3 minutes left. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens, and Stevens has a ton of running room, and Stevens is off to the races, and it's going to be a 60-yard rushing touchdown for Drew Stevens. What a bounce back from Drew Stevens after the fumble. Just took a simple halfback dive up the middle for a 60-yard touchdown. And that fumble might have finally awoken Drew Stevens. Rosenberg with a good tackle once again on special teams. As you see, Patrick Vickers having a very good game against us, but it's so far not enough, as the Bills now down 2 scores late in this 4th quarter. They go test Steven Stanton once more, and Young was over to help. Steven Stanton having an excellent season, some would say all-pro type season. 2nd and 10 now from the 24. Oberg in gun here. Just gonna check it down to Dixon, who isn't able to pick up the first down, but regardless, it's most likely 4 down territory here for this Bills team with only 2:30 left remaining. 3rd and 9. Or 3rd and inches from the 34. As Caden comes in with a huge sack. 2nd sack of the game for Caden. Couldn't have came at a bigger time. But they go right across the middle of the field, and Justin and McMillan able to bring him down. And that's going to be a 2-minute warning. Bills down 2 scores. Have to move quicker than this if they want a chance to come back. First and 10 now for the Bills at the 40-yard line. As they go with another check down, and Kirkpatrick with a good open field tackle on Dixon. They go no huddle here. Now it's a 2nd and 6 from the 44. Going across the middle of the field, and Miles Franklin lights up Vickers. Down to the 34, and the Bills keep this no huddle pace going. Kirkpatrick makes another good tackle on the edge. Forces him to step out. The Huskies can finally change their defense. Second and 5 from the 28 now. They go with a screen play, and Grimes read it out. Dixon got stuck on the offensive lineman as well. Now a 3rd and 5. Stanton finally gets his pick, 5th of the season, and then just goes down. But that is not a good sign, as Tavon Johnson seems to be holding his ribs. Now a 1st and 10 for the Huskies with a 1:10 left. It's another handoff to Drew Stevens, and broken ribs for Tavon Johnson. which is an awful sign, but I don't know why the Bills are calling that timeout here. As now it's a 3rd and 5 for the Huskies, and they're just going to try and throw this one, get the first down, get out of this game. On a 3rd and 5, Josh rolling out, and he actually takes a sack here. So the Bills will get the ball back. Unfortunately, wish they didn't call timeouts. As this one's kicked deep here. They're caught at the 41-yard line with 53 seconds left. Probably enough time for a couple of plays. But see White in now for the Huskies with the injury to... Good tackle by Shane, but the injury to Johnson will cause some changes to this linebacking core. 30 seconds left. As this one's going deep. As that was an absolute laser from Aubrey. Young couldn't keep up with Johnson, and an absolute laser makes it a one-score game once again. As they'll go with an onside kick here to try and get the ball back, I guess, but Kylo able to jump on it and get down at the 46, and the Huskies will just take a knee and end this one. As the Huskies are going to move to 6-2 on the season. And the Bills will fall to 6-2. As I saw on the bottom of the screen, the Jets also lost to Washington, which is huge for us, as now we're only one game away from the 1 seed. And we are also taking a commanding lead in our division. But Josh, 140.5 passer rating, 15 of 22, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. A very good game from Josh. And Drew Stevens is back after the fumble. Looked like a completely different running back. 14 carries, 124 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving, Jason Blacklock had a really good game. 6 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown. Jamal Lacey, 3 catches, 52 yards after replacing the injured Damian. Hunter with 3 catches, 48 yards, but had 2 touchdowns. A ton of sacks allowed by this offensive line this game. Not too good, but Gage and Shane led the team in tackles with 6. 2 tackles for loss from Caden, 1 from Gage, Hatcher, Pat McClendon, and CJ. 2 sacks for Caden, 1 for CJ Hunter. A pick from Young, a pick from Stanton. 2 deflections from Stanton, a deflection from Dylan, Shane, and McMillan. A forced fumble from Gage, and picked up by Vigil Hatcher. A great game all around. And the Huskies move on to 6-2. I'll see y'all in week 9. Peace.